Please listen to this message for you. It's from the groups of Phase 5 Record Show. When someone said we need to spread the news, we decided to share it through a song. Black crime, white crime, stop the dealing, stop the killing. It's time to kick that devil out your mind. Black crime, white crime, stop the dealing, stop the killing. It's time to kick that devil out your mind. Wake up, let's unite. 'Cause our lives matter. Rise up, protect your rights. 'Cause our lives matter. Stand up, let's unite. 'Cause our lives matter. Rise up, protect your rights.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen Jones here with Wake Up, Rise Up, the weekly show. And this week we've got ourselves a real treat from Nigeria. Dolapo Oladejo, if I said it correctly there. I hope I did.
That's okay.
So
it's understandable.
It's just a very great Irish name, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, that's I mean, with me with a name like Jones, everything is difficult after that. So hey, great to meet you, man. I think this is cool.
I'm so pleased to meet you as well.
Yes, so tell us about what's going on in Nigeria. You guys got some big stuff going on. You're the first stage that's going to be broadcast. Tell me about yourself. What you got going on?
Wow, there's a lot of things going on in Nigeria. I don't know where to start actually, but basically, I personally would love the Nigerian stage to be duly represented in this year's Wake Up, Rise Up virtual peace concert. Before now, I have been following the concert, and it's because even before I knew about the concert, about the concept as a whole, I've done some music about things that bring people together, things that have to make us eschew all forms of violence and embrace peaceful coexistence. So when this came up, I learned about it through Mr. Joseph Brown from the UK. Okay. So I was working close. I was speaking closely with him, and at first I didn't know that we could have a Nigerian stage. So I keyed into the UK stage because he actually is in the UK stage. But after that, I kept thinking about it, that going by what we go through, and judging by what we go through in this country, and the spate of the violence, breaking up in every corner of this country, I think a peace concert, a virtual peace concert, is long overdue as well. So I was trying to see if we could be able to establish that here as well. And the beautiful thing about it is that since it coincides with the United Nations World Day for Peace on the 21st of September, I thought it would be a good thing to have the Nigerian stage so that we'll be able to talk about peace, sing about peace, and propagate peace and peaceful coexistence, even here as well. I know it's a global issue. I know, and each society has its peculiar problem or challenge that threatens peace in their respective. It's also a big issue here as well, and it's quite growing. Concept comes in handy even for us here in Nigeria. So that's how I see it from my point of view.
Now, we have some breaking up that's going on because we have a big lag between us. So I'm just going to go over some things that you might have already have mentioned them.
Okay.
What would you say is Nigeria's biggest issue? Because, I mean, We're 6 hours removed from each other. And I see,
Okay.
Philadelphia, I see New York, and I hear about some things in the UK and, of course, what's going on in Ukraine, but I don't necessarily see what's going on in Nigeria. What would you say
Okay.
Nigeria's biggest issue is with violence?
Right now is the security. Security is a big issue over here. You just have to be as careful as possible. You watch over your shoulders, and you know where you have to go at each point in time. It goes skin deep, and I am not particularly in the position to talk about security situations in my country, but it is a very big problem, and it's spreading all across the parts of the country. So I wouldn't know what other information I would want to give about that to pass
I
my message across
I understand.
as I feel.
I understand your caution.
Yeah.
Um, because you never know. Well, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, in today's world, I mean, we've got a very volatile world. Just recently, we've got, we've got stuff going on in China now, and it's like, where does it end? So somebody has to pull us together, and Wuru, Wake Up, Rise Up, is doing that. But it's in its infancy. So we need people like yourself, like Joe up in the UK, and Sean, and people out of Philly and New York and around the globe to kind of set the seed. And I hope we're not too late, because this is quite a tsunami of violence going on. I mean, the whole world.
Sure.
It's scary, isn't it?
It is very scary. Very scary.
Yeah.
I listen to the news, and I get so anxious. I get a lot of anxiety from listening to the news, but I still have to listen so I know what's going on around me and what's going on elsewhere in the world. So you're very correct in your assertions.
Now, you mentioned about getting together with music. Are you a musician? A performer?
Yeah, I'm actually a singer-songwriter.
Okay.
Actually a lyricist, but luckily I'm able to, to sing to an extent. So I try to, convey my messages through. Yeah, I try to convey my messages through my songwriting and singing. And currently, I have an album released officially, a personal album, and a single. It's actually on Spotify and all the online platforms. Then I do a lot of collaborative works with people from all over the world. I have a partner in the Netherlands. We do collaborative music, and it's basically online, and we've released like 3 albums together.
Wow.
To releasing another album. Yeah, we're actually looking forward to releasing another album by September, so it's going to come up then. Then I have a very good friend that I collaborate with over there in the United States. His name is Steve Petrinko. He's a very prolific writer, a singer, songwriter, all-round musician, and we've written like 2-3 songs together. We're actually working on one right now, so it's like a natural thing for me. And at a point, I thought I was going to outgrow it, but it doesn't go anywhere. So I just find myself writing and, of course, singing, and that surrounds every musical thing that I do.
What do you sing about? What do you like to sing about? I mean, where's, like, from your own experiences or what you see in the world? What's your main theme?
Yeah, it's a combination of many things, really. Like I did a song about love. Like what is the color of love? That's the title of the song. If you check my Spotify, DLP Dolapo, if you check that, you see the catalog there on my Spotify about the color of love. What prompted that was because there are so many versions of what love is and what love should be, and all of that. So I had to put it in a perspective in such a way that will be all clear about what we expect when we say someone is in love or we love somebody, and stuff like that. So I tried to put things in clearer perspectives. So I wrote about that. Then I also wrote about finding yourself, although that has not been officially released on platforms. I like to do motivationals. I like to speak to general issues, basically, that we go through personally or collectively. So I talked about finding yourself, and that's going to be the happiest thing to happen to you. If you find yourself, discover who you are and know the truth and all of that. So I did that too. And I wrote about a whole lot of things, really. And especially, but most times it's not about my personal experience. Most times not about it, although I try to infuse it at some point in time. But basically, I talk about what I see happening around me, what I see happening around the world, and how we can make it better through music.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Now, what we can do here, okay, you can send me one of your favorite songs that you feel is very representative of yourself, and we can talk about that right here. And you can send that to me, and I'll include it in this broadcast. Okay, and I think that'd be kind of cool because people get a little sample of what you do. You can send me a link to a video, like on YouTube, or you can an MP3, and I'll include it in this broadcast of a song that you like, and we can let people get a sample of what you do, and we'll and also okay. So tell me about this song that you're going to send me.
Okay, it's the title of the song is "Finding Yourself." Hello,
I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a song about what people go through and how they're able to, overcome their fears, how they're able to overcome their obstacles and find the true happiness that they desire and deserve. So it's a collaborative work between myself and my very good friend in the United States, Steve Petrinko, and it's best experienced than explained, really. Except I might want to sing a bit of it, but I'm not sure if the network would make me do justice to that right now.
And I love the platform you're coming off of. Okay, it's a platform that people need to listen to, and the whole music has gone through a major change. The '80s over here, at least, the '80s was a very positive, upbeat music with a lot of things happening. A lot of innovations and so forth, and then we got into the '90s, and it's like our music went down the proverbial garbage chute. Our music got terrible, and there was a lot of changes. There's a lot of gangster rap that happened, and it took on a very negative, at least from my own perspective, type thing. And what happened as we got into the 2000s, there was a resurgence of your metal that came out. The 80s started to come back. Your country and western start to sound like some of the pop 80s, and people started to gravitate towards this, your classics and so forth, and it's rather refreshing. So it's gone through. What you're doing is very welcoming because people are looking. Music is what picks people up. And music can put you in the garbage too, because if you're listening to the wrong stuff, it'll ruin you.
That's very true. That's very true.
I think the most influential piece I've ever heard, and it takes you up off your chair, is the Rocky piece, from the movie Rocky, where he's jogging and he gets up on the steps, and it's just people are jumping, and that is what
music does to you.
Yes. And if you're coming up with something that's inspirational and it's pumping people, we need to feel that. This world needs to feel, it would be so great if people would, instead of running across a battlefield and blowing people up, that they would suddenly all start doing a Rocky. I mean, that's rose-colored glasses, but But I'm looking forward to hearing your piece. And
Same here with me.
Yeah, and you can ship it over after the fact. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Are you on the UK stage or are you on the Nigerian stage?
Yeah, I've been on the UK stage.
Okay.
Before I thought about, coming up with a Nigerian stage, I was pushing for that. But right now, at this point, I don't have an official go-ahead for that. So as it is, I'm currently on the UK stage.
Okay, you're on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, the stages are pretty much established at this point, I would say. But one never knows. So just stay in the game there and keep watching what's going on, and we'll see where we end up. I don't know what's going to overall happen. I mean, we're just starting to put everything together, and we're getting ready to go for the 21st. So
yeah.
Anyway, Dolapo, right?
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure. I'm looking forward to hearing the music, and don't forget to send your links. And one last thing I meant to mention: make sure you send me make sure you send me a handsome picture of yourself too. I'll need that.
Okay. I'll do that. I'll do just that.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's about all the time we have for here. So, thank you. And this is Steve Jones with Wake Up, Rise Up, the weekly show with Dolapo. He is on the UK stage, but he's also part of Nigeria. So, thanks for joining us tonight. And
thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome, sir. And stay tuned. We'll see some more stars appearing on Wake Up, Rise Up, and of course, the 21st in September. Good night, all.
Everyone's here for a reason that needs to be fulfilled. Although for some it's amazing, but many a times it's a journey. But when you find yourself, you're gonna be the happiest. And no matter what you face, you'll get stronger. Finding yourself, knowing who you are, discovering the reason why you are here, knowing the truth, conquering your fears. You will be the happiest. Finding yourself. Don't be alarmed, don't be worried if all of your fears aren't leaving. It's only a phase and it's passing. Before you know it, you'll be smiling. For when you find yourself, you're gonna be the happiest. And no matter what they say, you'll get better. Finding yourself, knowing who you are, discovering the reason why you are here, knowing the truth, conquering your fears. be the best of who you are. Spread your wings and charge up into the skies. No one told you that it's gonna be an easy road, and no matter what you face, you need a soldier's heart. Maybe I am right, or maybe what I say is true. Discovering yourself will make you understand. Finding yourself, knowing who you are, discovering the reason why you are here, knowing the truth, conquering your fears, you'll be the happiest. Finding yourself, finding yourself, you'll be the I am here and you are there. Someone's near, another far. Doesn't matter wherever you are. We all have something in common. If you ask me, life is good. Red are the roses, skies so blue. Sweet is the fragrance of flowers in the if you ask me, life is beautiful. 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 I am slim, you may be plump. Someone's short, another tall. Doesn't matter what you look like. We all have someone in common. If you ask me, life is good. Red are the roses, sky so blue. Sweet is the fragrance of flowers in the air. If you ask me, life is beautiful. If you ask me, life is beautiful. If you ask me, life is beautiful.
this message for you. It's from the groups of Phase 5 Record Show. When someone said we need to spread the news, we decided to share it through a song. Black crime, white crime, stop the dealing, stop the killing. It's time to kick the devil out your mind. Black crime, white crime, stop the dealing, stop the killing. It's time to kick the devil out your mind. Wake up, let's unite. Our lives matter. Rise up, terrorize. Our lives matter. Stand up, let's unite. Our lives matter. Rise up, terrorize. Our lives matter.
It doesn't matter if you're black or white. Love your brother, love your sister, please treat 'em right. Don't wait until they're almost dead to feed the poor, even with a loaf of bread.
Breaking news is the same old mess. Someone got shot, can't snitch, no arrest. Here's the basic information before leaving Earth. Open up that book, it's all in the Word.
Second Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray, and seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven, and will forgive their sins, and will heal their land.